Hey YouTube. Hey you guys. Um I'm back with a video. I know you guys be like, why does girl never look glamorous? I know. Because your girl just been busy. I've been busy working and going to school and working another. Wait, what today is? Oh, thought it was Monday because I gotta work two jobs on Monday. I gotta work my morning job and then I gotta go work my other job. So I'm about to put in how many hours? Whatever whatever 8 plus 12 is. So, how you guys been doing? I've been doing great. I'm really enjoying this journey of going to school. I hear so many stories of people saying that, I was always afraid to go to nursing school because people would talk about how hard it was. And I always felt like if I go back to school, I want to put myself in a position where I cannot work because they talked about how stress it is. So, well, it's still new. I'm just in my first term. I'm taking fundamentals and I'm doing a clinical and I'm taking this, what's this other class is called? I don't know what it's called. But to me, all the classes have the same information, so which kind of make it easy to study because you're getting taught the same thing over and over again. Um, what else? Um, this is midterm. I've already taken um, my test for midterm. I also had to take a mid math test, which, if you guys don't know, I took the mid math back at a community college, which I had no clue what it was really about. And I'm not gonna lie, your girl made a 37. So I only got 37 right out of 100. I had no clue what it was. So I wound up going to tutoring with one of my friends from Baylor. I used to go, he worked at night. So I would go to the hospital at night so he can show me how to work these problems and how I need to be looking at them and breaking things down in the conversions and everything because it deals with a lot of conversions and weight stuff, knowing how to calculate weight, dose, what they call it, safe dose, the drips, and he did a great job teaching me. So when I took the test the second time, I jumped up to, it was like a 70 something, like I jumped up really high and I knew what I needed help on. So the third time, because you give you three chances, the third time, at the time, me and my significant other, we were pretty much going through a hard time. And the day I was going through that hard time was the day I also had a test. And I just wasn't focused. I wasn't like, I'm a person, if I'm going through something and I'm upset and I'm, you know, it's hard for me to focus and study and prepare and do school. I just can't do it. Even though my situation right now, I thought it was going to be hard, which it started off hard at the beginning because it was still fresh when I started school. But now, I'm at a place where I'm at peace. I'm at peace. Um, I just been trying to focus on school. So back to, well, let me talk to you about my fundamental class. Um, when I first took my first test, I'm not gonna lie, I did not study. I did not study and I made a C. And I'm like, okay, I see how this test is, how I see how it is and how it's worded and things that you have to know. So I did. I went to my professor and I talked to him about, you know, like how to prepare for this kind of test. And he gave me information and stuff. So he taught me how to study. So using that information that he has given me, that first test I made a C. The second test I actually made an A. Once he told me how to study, I actually made an A. By the third test, I had a friend that wasn't doing so well. And I told her, I said, I can help you and teach you how to study, is what I told her. And, because she was trying to do things on memory. I said, it's more than memory. Like, you have to know the material on top of it. You can't just try to memorize homework or whatever questions, because the way they word those questions is a little tricky, but you have to know your information. And that was one thing I was telling her. You have to learn your information. So I showed her how to break that stuff down, how to look at it, how to study for it. And that was our third test. So her third test, she actually passed. She actually made a B. And I remember my professor telling her she owes me lunch because, I helped her. And from there on, she's been passing, all the tests, which is kudos and congratulations. But you guys know I am a great teacher. I am a great teacher. I can teach you and break things down. Once I get an understanding, I can break it down for you so you'll be able to understand and learn. So with that being said, that third test, because I'm a person, I really like to study alone by myself. But like I said, I did take out time to help her. And I really didn't study like I wanted to. I was kind of more, I guess you could say, kind of focused on her, because she really needed to get her grade up, So, because she was getting a little discouraged. And, we all supposed to be there to help each other, build each other up and stuff. So, that's all I was trying to do. Excuse me. And sorry if I do cough a lot. I'm just getting over a sinus infection, and I have never had a sinus infection before. So I'm just getting over a sinus infection, and I am taking antibiotics. I'm almost finished. I have one more day. And since I've been taking the antibiotics, believe me, I am so much better. So I made a B, I made a C the first test, a A the second test, a B the third test. The fourth test, what did I make the fourth test? Okay, the fourth test was midterm. So for midterm, I actually made a perfect score. I studied, but I really didn't study like I wanted to. The day, I studied actually a half a day. When I got off from work, I wound up going to I like to go to my campus and study because I have my daughter, Cricket, and me having her, she's a distraction to me. So I bring her to daycare, and I go to school and I study at school. And most times, I'm going like every day, like even on days I don't have school, like Monday through Friday, pretty much. And I will go if I didn't have class on Saturdays, because I do have my clinicals on Saturdays. I would even go on a Saturday if I didn't have class on a Saturday. I would go up there on a Saturday. Like, I go every day except Sundays, and that's only because they close. So on Sundays, I gotta tough it up and get my work done with her. And it's not just her distracted. Well, yes, it's her distracting me, because even me, like, she doesn't even have to mess with me. I would be like, come on, let's go take a walk. Come on, let's go take a ride. Let's go get ice cream or whatever. So it's not just her, it's me too. So that's why the only way for me to get stuff done is going to school and getting it done. So, but yeah, I actually made a perfect score. And we also have to take a mid-math test. And I made a 95% on it. I made a 95. And I had a test yesterday, because I focused so much on my first two tests on Wednesday, I really didn't study for my other class. I can't remember what the name of that class is. But I really didn't study for it. And the day I went to study for it, I was studying with a couple of girls. Because I'm in a whole bunch of groups. Like, I'm not just in one group, I'm in a whole bunch of groups. And we all help each other. Because you hear so many stories they talk about nursing, they competitive, they be trying to compete and all that. We are not like that at all. We help each other out. So yeah. So They help me out, believe me, because a lot of time I don't be knowing what's going on. They be like, "Did you do this?" I'm like, "What is that? What is that?" I have no clue. So I be getting things done last minute, but I get it done. I turned in a couple of assignments late because I did the assignments and I forgot to turn it in, and I didn't realize I didn't turn it in until I lost like 20%. So I wound up pulling a B still, but it could have been an A. Oh, so yesterday I took my term. I didn't really study for it, and I made a C, which that test was kind of challenging. So I know how that was the first test we took for that class. So I really didn't know how to really study for it. Um, but now that how I know how to study for it, so when we do take our final, I will be ready for the final. If I would have passed that test, I could have had an A. Right now, I have two A's and a B, which I have to be in that class. Because at the time when I took the test, I had like a 88 point something. So if I would have did well, I could have brought it up to an A, maybe an A minus or something. So, your girl, I'm doing really, really great. And, I was just talking to my sister and I was telling her, I said, you hear so many horror stories. And like I said, I know I'm just getting started. This is just my first term. But like I was telling her, you hear so many horror stories of nursing being so hard. But if you put in the work and you study, and you, even though it's a lot of homework, because I'm also in an accelerated program, you can, it doesn't have to be that hard. So, I know, talk to me in some more months down the line and see if I still feel the same way. And I will. Um, it's just a lot of work that you got to get done. And they got all these rules to this work and stuff. So, we'll see. We will see. But I'm excited for this journey. I'm just trying, I need help getting organized. I don't know how to organize myself. And one of my friends on the group, she said I give her anxiety with my folder. That was one thing I was really never good at. I can set everything up, but I don't know how to maintain it. So that's my problem. I don't know how to maintain it. But I do need help getting organized, because right now, all three classes I'm taking is all in one folder. And it's all mixed and matched, all out of order together. And I do want to get it organized, because one of my co-workers, he's also at the same school, and he's like maybe a couple of terms ahead of me. And he was telling me, don't get rid of my information, because he said the next class is going to build on what you already learned. So I was like, okay. And one thing, because I always been a learner, when I learn something, I learn it for that time and I dump it. But I see now, when I learn something and I actually understand it, I'm actually retaining it, which is what I want to do. So, and it's so funny. We have such a good time in class. I really, really enjoy my instructors. I'm blessed. I have some really great instructors. I like how they break things down. Um, but I have some really great instructors. So yeah, I can't wait for this journey. It seemed. At first, for me to get start the core, I was like, it's taking forever, because I started in January, and I was like, oh my God, it's taking forever for us to get to core. Classes was moving slow, chemistry was moving slow, critical thinking was moving slow. What else we took? We took patho, FHE, or whatever that was, and it just felt like it was forever. So now that we actually in core in the actual nursing program, it is like going by so fast. Like, it's already midterms already. So we'll be finished in a few more weeks. We'll be done, because we take our final on the 9th week. So your girl just got to get ready. This week we do start. We actually go to the actual nursing home, so we're gonna actually be seeing real life patients. And I don't know. I never really worked on the floor, so this is all going to be new for me, because I never worked on the floor. I've always was like behind the desk. I've done telemetry, I've done secretary, but I've always been behind the desk. I was never a PCT, CNA, what they call them, AP, UAP, nurse tech. Like I'd never done any of those. So I'm excited. They were like, if you need any assistance, just call and ask. And it's so crazy because it's like my mom was sick, and I have experience from working with my mom, but that was my mom. I'm trying to figure out, was I putting my mom on the bedpan and doing the things? Was it the right way? So doing it to another person, we will see. But I'm excited. I'm ready. It's so crazy because I am actually looking forward to this. Now, one thing that I'm not a real big fan of is, I need more practice, is the medications. Because next term I take pharmacology and physical assessments next term. My third term I'm taking medical surgery. What it is, medical, is it surgery? Medical med surge or whatever it is. I have like 3 classes that says introduction to med surge or something. So, but yeah, it's just a little update what's going on in my school life. Right now I'm at work, and I do want to try to start posting a little more. So, I mean, we'll see. We will see. But yeah, I'm excited. I learned how to do blood pressure, which I always feel like, I don't know if I would be able to do it. But I do, I understand it. It's just my stethoscope that I have, I really need a really good stethoscope, because the one I have is like, it's hard for me to hear for some reason. And I'm like, I can't hear out of this. So a lot of people telling me don't invest in a really good one right now, to kind of just wait. But, I really want to do well, and I want to really, kind of get that practice if I can't hear anything with it, So, but we'll see. I am so hungry. I feel like I've been gaining weight. So, anywho, I was just calling to give you guys a little update. Oh, and also I'm starting my lock journey, and this is pretty much is representing my nursing program. So I can't wait to see how long my hair gets by the end of my program. My son also started his lock, but he got like a half a head because he sleeps so bad. His hair unraveled at the back, so he got like braids at the top, or bush at the back. So I told him, and it's just I gotta find time, because tonight I do have a lot of homework I need to finish. My nephew also have a game, and like I told him, I won't be able to make it to the game. I won't be able to make it to the game because I have so much homework to complete. So, but yeah, can't wait. Can't wait. I want to get a facial, and get my face clear. Is what I want to do. But anywho, I'm not gonna keep you guys long. I was just getting on, just giving you a little update. It's midterm, and just holla. Peace.